Hey there, Bronniacs. Welcome back to Bronze Over Brains. I'm your man, Bronson Layton here. And today I'm just going to be doing a brief video here today, guys, because there's something I want to get off my chest. Today, I'm going to be taking you away from the main action of what's going on right now. I want to tell you about something that's been going on lately. I may or may not have mentioned about the loss of our puppy dog, Sassy. Total angel to our family. And for those of you tuning in, I'm going to tell you guys about her life very briefly. And this video is dedicated to her, so here we go. The first thing I can talk about our late Sassy is she was the most angelic dog you could ever find around. I have relatives that have adorable chihuahuas. I have friends that have massive Rottweilers, and all of them, they can be just complete godsends. But to every owner there comes a unique dog, and to me that one was Sassy, an old English bulldog. My dad brought her to this house, our house, in the spring of 2010, and I can't remember at the time if I wanted a dog or not, but it was a complete surprise. I came home that night and there she was, just laying in our living room like the little angel that she was. In the first few weeks of her life, I didn't know how to care for a dog again because it had been some time since I, actually cared for one. Then in the following weeks, we even got her some toys. We got her a few bones, I think. But of course, Mom was afraid that her being a gentle puppy and wouldn't, bite anything, we were afraid that chewing big bones would break her teeth. But she was very playful as a puppy. Actually, it was in the first month of her life where we didn't know what to name her. It was actually my grandmother who decided to name her Sassy and recommended it to my mother because it quite fit her personality. She wouldn't, she would never really obey. She would turn around and walk away and give us what we would call the butt, where her tail would be facing our direction, and she wouldn't do what we would say until a moment later. I think that was just her way of messing with us. What I can tell you next, what I remember, it was the following year, I believe, where we would take her camping. We went near a big lake somewhere in the mountains. That was also the time I was getting used to playing cornhole, if any of you Bronniacs out there know how to play. Ever since that camping trip, we took her everywhere we went when we would haul off the camper. She would always like to take long walks on the gravel, say hi to people. She would even give them high paw, a dog version of a high five. She even did it a lot on this porch that I'm sitting on. Bless her soul. And along those lines, it was through the middle of her life where my mother had decided to get these beautiful bulldog statues. I believe it was at Home Depot, and we couldn't find another at the same time, but I think we went somewhere else to find it, but we managed to get a second one here. Anyone who would come to our house from that point on would know that this house belongs to a dog, like the guard dog. And I can even show you guys how she would always guard this house. And there's the camper that we always went camping in. You can see way in the background there, Sassy always spent hot afternoons just staying in the shade over there. Right here where this balcony is, that's what she always thought of it as. We always called it her perch. She spent every single day, every single moment of her time outside just standing up there, just looking all around out there into the fields. And now, Bronniacs, this is where I come to the most difficult part of this video, which I hoped could have waited a while before I started talking, but I'm doing this for you guys and I'm dedicating this video to her, so I figure like a band-aid, you just gotta take it, rip it off, and everything will be better soon. May 27th of 2019 is gonna be one of the most horrific dates I can ever remember in my life. Ironically, it was Memorial Day, day to remember all those who have passed on before us and remember who they were and what they meant to our lives. I never thought that day would come for poor Sassy. So I'm just gonna get to what happened. It was the afternoon of Memorial Day, and I was sitting on the back porch with my parents, my girlfriend. We were all just eating watermelon and just enjoying the sunset. And here comes Sassy coming down from her perch, just joining us in the backyard and laying in front of the giant fan. And then sometime later, my own father reminds me that I had to go to work. And I told him that I felt like, Dad, this is a moment that we all haven't had in a long time, so why don't we just sit here and enjoy this time we have together? And he's like, I wish we could, but you got to go to work. Now, I don't blame him for that. I needed to go. And honestly, Bronniacs, that was the last time I saw my beautiful puppy alive. I came home later that night. I'm sorry. I came home and I was so hungry. I had an Arby's meal with me, and so I ate. I went downstairs to eat into my man cave. I ate, and then right when I was finished, I get a text from my dad saying, come be with your mother. And I was so shocked, I almost fell out of my seat. I didn't know what was going on. And we go upstairs, and we find Mom just hugging Sassy in her bed. She was just laying there the same way I found her when I came home. I thought she was napping too. But Mom was so virtually upset that I knew something was terribly happening. Sorry, my vocab's getting rusty right now. For the next hour, we watched Sassy, not moving a single muscle in her cage. And there wasn't even a sound of her snoring. She didn't snort. She didn't get up to eat, drink, anything. And the whole night I was just told she ate the last of her supper, went into her bed, and just went to sleep. Little did I know, at the age of 9, she moved on, went to doggy heaven. No warning. The most painful time that we ever had in quite some time. Bronniacs, more than anything right now, I want to cry for you guys. But when that day came and the days that followed, I cried so much that I thought my tear ducts couldn't produce any more tears. But the pain is still remaining, and it's been over a week since we lost her, and we miss her more than anything. And this is where I have to show y'all one more thing. This is actually more harder than what I had to talk about, guys, but take a look. Right here. Right here at the very bottom of our home hill, that far from the house, this is where we buried her. We got her right here, a beautiful bouquet of flowers. She always loved looking at all kinds of flowers. We got here a little memorial gravestone of sorts. Buried 4 feet below this dirt pile is a precious little Old English Bulldog puppy. One that I wish you guys could have seen before. This is all just coming back too fast. But I was planning on bringing Sassy in for future vlogs. I know how much you guys would love to see a dog in a video. Sadly, I know that's not going to happen. Not, at least for her. And for those of y'all who never saw Sassy, I wish you could have. Y'all who are new to my channel, I'm afraid you'll never get to see her in person. But at the end of this vlog, I'm going to be posting a montage of photos in her honor, just so you could get a look at her to see what she looked like. I'm going to go ahead and close this vlog out today, guys. But today's message, I just wanted to get away from the main action going on, because since she died over a week ago, I wanted to stop putting myself first and putting her in the middle of this right now, because she deserves it. Although she may never get to woof to you guys. Love your dogs, please. I know you guys who own a dog, you know what it's like to love that little 4-legged pal of yours who would always be excited when you would come home. Never take a dog for granted, no matter how much they may annoy you. Boy, we sure do miss a little someone over here to bother us. Although she never really did bother us. Before I get too teary, thank you for tuning in, guys. Please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button if you want to be notified of more videos in the future. And don't forget, and I won't stop doing it for her, stay brawny. I hope you're enjoying this right now, Sass.